Hey everyone, it's Jeremy with PST Sport Cards. Today I'm just going to go over an overview of where we're at with the platform, the new marketplace, some of the last steps that we're doing to get ready for launch. Obviously, a big push with the National coming up. You guys will definitely, hopefully, see me at the National. I'll be handing out stuff, cards, sticker, just all the little swag and stuff like that. So hopefully, I see you guys there in Cleveland. I will be there Wednesday through Sunday, the entire time. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to going to the trade nights, going to the parties after the show, and trying to make time actually to maybe go see the new Deadpool movie as well. My hotel's by a theater, uh, so I'm gonna try to hit up and see Deadpool versus Wolverine or Deadpool and Wolverine or whatever it's called. I think it's Deadpool and Wolverine. But anyways, here's where we're at. This is what it's going to look like. So it's sort of just think of it if you've had an account before, it's sort of a revamp. You're gonna have to create a new account and go through that only because we've had to add more enhancements when it comes to label creation and being able to print a label through our site from a discounted rate. Just like you do like through eBay or any other marketplace, right? You can buy or PayPal goods and services where you can buy the actual shipping label right there, and you get sort of a discount than you would if you would actually walk into USPS office and do it right there. A lot of people do it that way, so obviously we wanted to be able to offer that. What that entails though is there's certain things that you need on the back end that you collect that is needed to generate these labels, right? Um, so some of the things, right, when you create an account, obviously you're going to be putting in your address, but also you need a phone number now too, and there's different things that these shipping carriers need in order to generate these labels. Why I couldn't tell you, but that's what is required of us to generate that. So we had to sort of change when you create an account. Obviously, we don't keep any of your information. It goes into AWS and that database, which is secure and stuff like that. We don't keep anything that we don't have to keep from your personal information. So, but with that being said, you're gonna when you first create an account, you're gonna have to put in your address and things like that, and that's the address that everything is going through. So you want to make sure that's correct, because that's where things are going to be shipping to, and where you're going to be shipping from, and how things are calculated in between, right? How much the shipping is going to cost, things like that. So that's the first thing. But so when you create an account, you'll go through that, you'll log in. You can see we're just playing around. Here's our, you're going to have a dashboard here. A lot of the things that we've added, obviously trading is a huge thing here. But if you go down, you have buying, where you can sort of see, you have hobby shops now. And I'll sort of talk about that here in a little bit. Any offers you sent, anything that you've won, and what that looks like. Items that you're watching and things like that. Don't mind anything if there's broken things. Again, this is just test that we're testing things. Then you have your selling, sell an item, waiting for payment, things that you need to ship, things like that. So, when you need to ship something, this is where you can leave feedback. As a seller, you can leave feedback for the buyer, things like that. You can hit info, and you can sort of see, when they purchased it, and their shipping, their verified shipping address will be generated here on things like that. Then you'll have your shipped items, and these are the items that were shipped in the last day, where you can follow the tracking and stuff like that. There's nothing in here now, so you can't see that. Then you got unsold, offers received, and then if anything is generated a return. Again, the return is a very strict process. You have to request a return within 72 hours, and also it goes through us, and we make it. We don't have a cookie cutter sort of decision making skill. Each one, we're going to have to take in uh, why it's being returned. Is it a fair and reasonable request, and things like that. Then we go into trading, and these are all the things, all items that you'll have for trade. You can't. There's nothing there right now. Um, you know, your items for trade, and it'll sort of look like this. We're sort of messing with this now, but you'll have sort of your trade values and things like that. Your requested trades, your proposed trades. So I can go into different user hobby shops and sort of see like where if I want to propose a trade based on, this item and this item. And you can see there's a couple things going on here that I need to address. But you'll be able to be like, okay, I want to trade, whatever these items are. Um, and then these items. And even though it's, a bigger trade, maybe I want to propose it anyways. And then if they accept it, you'll see it here. You'll be able to go to the accepted trade and see this guy traded a bunch of cards for a t-shirt and some numbers. Again, let's just test. But you'll be able to enter, tracking number will be entered there. You'll be shipping it to our offices where we'll validate, scan, and send it to each party before the trade is completed. So it's accepted. Both parties are okay with what they have. We're only doing graded slabbed cards for trades to leave out any, obviously, raw is going to take keen eyes and things like that. And we're just not there yet. I don't want to, we're not an authentication company or anything like that by any means. So we're going to leave it to other people to authenticate, and then the trades are going to be off of that authentication. And then rejected trades, things like that. You got your messages, your accounts, things like that. But if you go to my hobby shop, this is where you can see like all the things that you as a seller have for sale, and then what you also have for trade. And then you can sort of sort it how you want to sort it, whether it's basketball, just to see, what you have here and stuff like that. Non-sport cards, and then, memorabilia, if you have memorabilia. Again, memorabilia would only be allowed to be on the site if it has a certification from certain companies guaranteeing that it's authentic. So that's sort of where we're at. I mean, it's very simple. Interface, we try to make it easy. The biggest hurdles yet is what we're trying to do with combined shipping and also with the label creation. And there's some other little things like notifications and taxes and things like that that we have to collect on your behalf. But everything else is pretty much the same. You have your dashboard where you can see your all-time sales and your item sales per month, things like that. You can see comps based on everything that's sold within the website and the marketplace. So everything that's sold on BST is available for everyone, no matter what. So you will see the actual price, the actual date, how many people were watching it, whether it was fixed or auction. You can click on it, and then you can actually go down. You can see the reviews of that item, and you can actually see the bid history as well, and things like that. So you'll be able to make your own decision on the comps and how you want to sort of use those comps in the future. So, but yeah, that's the comp page. Obviously, you can use other comp pages as well because this comp page is only going to be as good as what people sell, and a new marketplace is not going to have comps right on everything. So like eBay does, or if you use like 130 to look within all the other auction houses and MySlabs and PWCC and eBay and all that stuff. So my main goal here is just to make a marketplace that is fun, fair for both buyers and sellers, and doesn't have any of the selling fees. So that's the biggest thing that I wanted to really do here, and that's why, I sort of built it to where it has this structure of, a subscription based model. When I started building this, and gosh, it was right around, before COVID. So think about that. I mean, it's been a long time coming. We've been live. I sort of brought it down, and then I wanted to add all these other features, um, instead of trying to keep it going and add the features and possibly introduce bugs. I wanted to, sort of pause, build it right, release it right, and then offer, a free trial to people. What that's going to look like, I'm not sure, but probably like everyone that signs up is going to get a free month to sell. So, you can sell as much as you want. The trial won't include trading. That will only be for like paying members after the trial and things like that. But you will be able to sell your items to other members and things like that. So, and we just, we have these things that we put in place because we think that they're needed in the hobby. So obviously, right, unlimited listings, no final selling fees, um, one strike policy. So if someone doesn't ship something or someone doesn't pay in time, they are suspended. They are suspended for 6 months. First offense. Now you do get one sort of appeal, to where you can appeal while you're suspended, and if there's you know a circumstance that was out of your control or something like that, then we would take that into consideration and lift the suspension. But pretty much that's what happens, right? You don't pay first, or you don't ship within 72 hours of the auction end. You are suspended for 6 months, and that's what it is, there. So we want to keep it a safe marketplace. We don't want people manipulating, you know, anything to try to cheat anyone, whether they're a buyer or a seller. So that's what we're doing there. Um, and then, we have other things. We have feedback for both buyers and sellers instead of just for sellers and things like that. Things that just make sense. That makes sense to why shouldn't there be feedback on buyers and sellers, right? Because if it's erroneous feedback and stuff like that, that can be brought up to us as well, brought up as a ticket, and we can review it. And if we think so too, we'll have it removed, things like that. But you should be able to rate your buyers, and you should be able to rate your sellers. That way, you're keeping people on the marketplace informed and how they want to make their decisions. The more you're informed, the better decisions you make, and the better experience you're going to have uh, buying, selling, and trading your, you know, hobby cards and non-sport cards and memorabilia and everything like that. And that's what we're sort of looking for. So keep in touch. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me at jeremy@bstsportcards.com. I'll always there to answer anyone's questions. Look for us at the National. We hope to be launching here soon. And once, there, you'll see all the blasts on our socials and things like that. And hopefully you follow our socials to keep, track of what we're doing. But we look forward to, letting everyone try the marketplace for free for the first month, and, see how they like it, get feedback, make changes where we need to make changes. I'm not trying to build a perfect marketplace, but I'm trying to build a marketplace that people enjoy more than they, don't. So, all right, guys. Till then, I'll see you. I'm gonna keep working on this, burning the late night candle tonight, working on that, and we'll see you soon. Stay safe, and see you at the National. Peace.